So the key takeaway from the previous problem was we first have to find out the all wala thing. Okay. To solve the word problem, we have to find out if it is given in the question. We don't have to find out. If it is not given in a question, of course we have to find out how many students, how many persons are there who are doing, who are studying, or like what is given in the question. That is, let's suppose another question, that there is like 120 person in the room, in which 20 students know French, 50 English, 70 Hindi, and there is like 5 person who knows English and French. English and Hindi are 20, French and English is 10, and students who know all the three subjects are 3. It is very important. It is now given in the question. In the previous question, it was not given. If it is not given, you have to find out by the principle of inclusion and exclusion principle. But in here it is given, so we don't have to need to solve this big chunk. We just have to draw the Venn diagram and solve it. Okay, so I hope, I guess it will be better if I solve the problem live here, because so let me take a minute. So yep, here it is. So let's see the data. So the first thing we will see, that is 3 all subjects. So 3 all subjects is like 3. Okay, I mean the intersection of them. So let's take English, French and Hindi. Okay, so here how you will draw the Venn diagram. Why we are drawing the Venn diagram? Only because it is given that 3 all language are known by this number of person. If it is given in the question, we don't have to use principle of inclusion and exclusion. If it is not given, we have to use it. So there is like intersection of 3 points, because all the 3 things. So intersection of 3 points. Now we will the next step is we have to fill this part, then we have to solve this part, then we have to see what the question is, what the thing we have to need to do that or whatever. So let's see. So now it is given that English and French is known by 5 students. Okay, so let's first see English and French. English and French are known by 5 students. Okay, and English and French, that means it signifies the intersection part. But before there are like 3 students who know all the 3. So how we will find out this rest of the part, that is 5 minus 3, that is 2. So here it will be 2. You got that? Then how many students are there? There is English and Hindi. So English and Hindi 3. 3 minus 20, that will be 17. And French minus French and Hindi, it is this part. And how many students are there? There is like 10 students, and 3 students know all of them. So 10 minus 3, that is will be 7. Okay, so you got that. Okay, and there is like 120 students, that is ठीक है, की फर्क पैंता है. And there's like 50 students who know English, 70 Hindi. Let me write it here because it's easy for the calculation purpose. And 20 French. Okay, so how many students are there who only know English, only French and only Hindi? I mean this part, and this part. Okay, so in here it's already given 17, 5 and 2. So English is known by 50%. So 50 minus only English student who only know English, that is this ठीक है. So 50 minus 22. What will the answer? 28. So it will be 28. And there is like French is known by 20%. So 20 minus 2, 3 and 7. 20 minus 2 plus 3 plus 7. That is 20 minus 12 will be 8. So there will be 8. And French is known by, Hindi is known by 70%. So 70 minus pure Hindi known persons are, that is like 17, 7 and 7. 17 plus 7 plus 7. Why we are excluding? Because we are finding pure Hindi part. I mean this part, that is pure Hindi, and that is intersection, so that is not pure, because here is a student that is learning English and Hindi, French and Hindi, English and French, and French and Hindi. We are finding pure Hindi students, so that will be 43. After doing this calculation, that will be 43. Okay. So now it is done. So here comes the question: find the students who only study Hindi, that is 42, French alone. I mean Hindi alone students are 43, French alone is 8. Students who know English but not Hindi. Okay, that is something interesting here. That is English but not Hindi, and Hindi, I mean English but not Hindi, and Hindi but not French. So let's see our own Venn diagram. So the first part is English but not Hindi. So here is the English part but not the Hindi part. So that is the Hindi part, because I guess it is the Hindi part. How I am getting this bit a bit. So how we are getting it? See the Venn diagram. What is the Hindi part? What is the Hindi region? So it is the whole Hindi region. So we have to exclude this part. So what is the English region? This is the whole English region. You can say it is also the French region. Okay, but it is also included into the English region. Let's see this fresh diagram, because in here it is in the Hindi region and it is in the English region. So total English region is 30. 28 plus 2 is 30, and this is the Hindi region, and we have to exclude it because the question says English, where the question is English but not Hindi. So only the English part without the Hindi part. So only the English part without the Hindi part. We are not using any formula. We're just using some common sense, and I will give you exercise to do that, and you will surely do that. So Hindi but not French. So Hindi region but not the French part. So the whole is French part. So we just have to exclude it, and that is 42 plus 17, because that included in, so sorry, I mean Hindi but not in French. So we have to exclude the French part and include just the Hindi part in it. You can say it is also English. No, it is also in English, also in Hindi. So 42 plus 17, that will be 60. So 60 is the answer. So I hope you get that. If you don't worry. Here is another problem for you. I am not solving it. Just solve on your own, and you will get a good grasp on it. If you don't solve, just don't take any worry, I will solve it for you.